Hello, everyone. I got something to tell you. My thoughts. My thoughts on it. Now, tell me what you think about this. 2025. No one is a direct descendant of the enslaved. Those who are in slavery now needs reparations, whether it's from slavery, or sex slavery, or mental slavery. Reparations needs to be in a form of needed advancements to be and should be repaid, not fully, but just repaid in interest, so to speak, to help others and to show some accountability that you're serious about what you're doing. Because I've learned that in 7 generations, the bloodline is gone. And really, we don't know really the generations, the people uh, that were stolen and came over here, their generations, lived on. But by the time some, people was, um, we missed that boat of getting reparations to the ones who were directly impacted by slavery. We should have been allocated money, gain, and property. But since we did not demand that, but when the government reneged on that promise of that so called 4 acres and a mule promise, that was supposed to be our exit sign. But if they weren't going to give us to that or keep their promise so we can get a little boost, we should have been on our way out of this blood soaked country. But our two-tone leaders, they says we built this country with our sweat and blood. It's ours just as much as the Europeans. But really, somebody should have been shouting loud as hell. No, it ain't and never will be unless we take it over. And of course, we're not going to do that because we have 3 types of Black Americans here. First, we have the OREO'S. Them the white ones. Them the ones that's white on the inside and black on the outside. Then you have your two-tone. They are like the Cosbys, the ones in the entertainment business that keep you occupied, pacified. And then you have the sports, like the Stephen Millers. I think that's his name. Stephen something. Now that's the one that keep you excited. Keep the black man totally out of their mind. Okay? Pacified. Throw him a bone every now and then. And then you have your Martin Luther King Jr.'s, the ones that's stuck on civil rights. Okay? We're fighting for something that we was born with. That doesn't make no sense. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. And then we have the confused blacks, which is the rest of us. The drunks, drunk with religion, drunk with wine, drunk with drugs. Then we have the criminal minded. No matter what, I don't care if I get 8 years, I'm still going to go in here and break in this home. And then they stuck in prison for 8 years for something they did 8 years ago. And then you have the ones stuck on this American dream. And then you have the 0.1% that's black, black. They the ones that you kill my son, I'm gonna kill one of you. But the only thing about that is, can we keep it up? Because they're gonna retaliate. If they retaliate, are we gonna retaliate back, or are we just gonna sit back and curl up and cry? That's the way I say about back in the slavery times or Jim Crow time. When they hung one of us, we should have hung two of them. I mean, that's just real. That's just real because you know, ain't we tired of walking around with a target on our back just because of the color of our skin? Not one of us said, "Oh, let me be black, let me be white." But you got to be killed for it. And how much proof do we need that we're not and never will be full Americans? Just like this thing going on now. They're talking about Michelle Obama and her husband, Barack Obama, maybe getting a divorce. But they don't say nothing about Trump and Melania. You halfway see her, and she don't kiss him. She don't really want to even touch him. She look like she mad every time she's around him. But no, they don't. They don't say nothing about their marriage. Their marriage is cool. That's just how us white folks is. But see, they put us on this pedestal so they could take us down a notch every time we do something that they don't understand. I mean, and then they talk about Michelle, who has been, I think, an upstanding citizen all her life, but they don't say nothing about Milana, who's been taking naked pictures and and no telling what else. So, let me know what you think about this, and I'm open for all kind of comments because I get them all. Thank you for listening.